How are we today, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 35 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you guys enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into today's game. So, here we go. We're going to get some music on, and I think we can get into the pool. Let's see who we're going to play. I'm rated 1008. I did lose my last game. I kind of was a little upset about it, but I'm better now, so we don't have to worry about that. Scrap Iron. Good luck, my friend. They're from the US of A, and they are rated 1012. So, pretty nice. We're going to play a London. We love the London. Alright, so they play Knight F6. I'm going to just play E3. I expect their bishop to maybe come out. Okay, they go for... Alright, playing C5 is aggressive. If they play C5, I like to play C3. Alright, so they're attacking my B2 pawn. So he's being pretty aggressive. I think that bringing my queen over here to protect on C2 is fine. I think going B3 is probably better, and then they push, and I kind of induce maybe what could be considered a weakness, but I'm not very good at chess, and I have trouble beating this connect 4 pawn structure that gets built, so... This also disallows their bishop from coming here, which I kind of like. However, they could play this and disallow my bishop from coming in as well. So now they're kind of allowing, or I imagine the bishop's going to come here, right? To me, that just seems like what would happen. I could bring my bishop here, but what he's going to do is he's going to play this move, and then I'm going to have to move. He's going to bring his bishop out, and then I'm going to have to move this, and I'm going to lose this pawn, potentially. So I think I should just get castled. When he brings his bishop here, I can move my queen. So I'm expecting bishop to F5 by my opponent. And if he does that right now, I can actually play bishop d3 and we can trade them. I'd be fine with that. So I guess if I play, I'm gonna lose. I might lose this pawn if that happens. So I should probably get my knight out. That's probably all right. So if I play bishop d3. If he attacks my bishop, I'm down to trade, but I imagine he's just going to trade. And if he takes, I take, his queen can take here. I don't know if I necessarily want to deal with that. Maybe I don't care. I think I should trade, though. I'm going to lose a pawn out of it. Potentially. If I play this move and he pushes, I can take. I'm okay with that. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it if I want to. Or I could come all the way back. Or I could just slide over. So I'm thinking about just bringing the bishop out and trading off the light squared bishop. But if I lose this pawn, what do I do? I'm not developed. I can just bring the rook out. She could take that pawn. Scrap Iron could take that pawn at that point. What am I talking about? I'm also on this diagonal, so... I think I'm spending a lot of time, so I'm going to... Maybe just dropping the queen back is fine. I'm going to go for the trade. We'll just do it. If he plays this, I like that. So I don't think he will. I think he will just trade. And then we're going to have to deal with the queen coming down to take this pawn. I could basically trap the queen. I guess it's not trapped, really. You can get out this way. I didn't expect him to bring the knight in. But if I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, I am just winning a pawn there. I'm going to take. If he takes with the pawn, I think I'll take, obviously, again. And he can win back a pawn on b2. He said I totally miscalculated. And I said, no worries, I do it all the time. He could just ignore this right now and, you know, play a move like this. He takes. So I'm going to take back. He's going to win this pawn. Oh. So he takes. So I'm wondering if I just go ahead and get my knight out and not worry about that. Or I could castle queenside, which is a wild move, and launch an attack. That might be too wild. Maybe. Typically I would take back this way, right? But I'm gonna lose this pawn is what I'm worried about right now. I guess it doesn't matter. We're equal material, but I don't want to be down a pawn. And I would like to finish developing. But if I castled queenside right now, I could almost just do it. But then he's gonna have all these cannons pointed at my position. So I'm going to just sacrifice the pawn, say that I'm a little more developed, and call it good. So he is gonna win another pawn. I can inversely win this pawn, and potentially trap his rook. So he attacks my queen, or my king, which this is getting a little wild right now, but I think we're okay. He's up a pawn. I want to definitely get ready to castle because luckily I have all my pieces developed, which is nice. I think I'm winning this pawn for sure, and maybe even more. But I would like my king to be safe first, I think. Alright, so he defends this pawn. I could take still, defended by my queen. I could also win more tempo on the queen, but so if I do this, he's gonna trade like that. I don't know if I care to do that. If I take with the rook, he's gonna have to move his queen again. I kind of like that, so I am going to do this, attacking the queen. Maybe it's hasty, but I'm doing it. And I think I will follow up with getting ready to castle like 100%. Oh, he just resigns. Huh. I don't know if I would have resigned in that position. It's a nice win that we got. Now we're at a peak of 10-16. Actually, I think I was at that. So we've gotten 10-16 before. I played with 96.2% accuracy. But then again, we're talking 9, 10, you know, this is 14 moves that we won the game. He was playing really well. I would not have resigned. He played with almost 90% accuracy himself. So We played a London, right? This is typical. I'm used to seeing this. He plays c5. So whenever I see c5, I like to play c3. The computer says book move. He brings his queen out. I brought my queen to c2. So it actually says that's the best move, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering what it would say if I brought the queen to b3. Because I thought that this was the main move. But maybe I'm wrong. It's the book move. And then they play c4, and we can back up. Because the whole point is you don't want to trade the queens and open up the rook file. Honestly, I'm not good enough at chess that has ever come into play and been advantageous for me, but I'm assuming with best play that it just is better to have the open file immediately for your rook, and you can work on doing a lift or something like that with it and attacking. I've literally never had a moment when that's happened for me. But anyways, let's get back to the review. I played queen c2, which is the best move. That's cool to me. Like, that makes me feel good that I played a move kind of just understanding that that's what is going on here. Now, I saw that he wanted to bring... I liked this also because it disallowed his bishop. It's kind of like the main... It was mostly my focus. I was like, I need to defend this pawn, and I also need to deal with this. And there's a few ways I could have dealt with it, right? I could have just gotten the bishop there first, maybe. Even if I played something like that, if my bishop... he might not have felt like he needed to put his bishop there immediately. I don't know. Maybe he did. But he played the move g6. Basically doing what I was assuming he wanted to do in this moment was... I was like, my main weakness is this part. So I was a little slow here. I moved my knight. What I should have done was just put my bishop here. And the reason I didn't immediately was because I was just like, if he puts the knight there and blocks, it's kind of annoying too. But I just brought the knight out first to kind of do something preemptively like that. But the computer says, screw all of that nonsense. Push the pawn. And I like that because this literally is kicking the queen out of attacking this. Queen can't go here, and it can't stay here but so long. After I push it, it could potentially go... Actually, no, it just can't go here. I don't know what I'm talking about. My bishop is totally dealing with that. So he could play a move like this, and then if I pushed, he could do that, right? But my opponent and I were playing pretty fast in this moment. It's still the beginning of the game. You know, we've only played a few moves. And I felt like I was ready to develop. I like my pawn pyramid. I felt like we're pretty solid. So I was only worried about this bishop coming here and what I was going to do to deal with it. Because I thought maybe... let's go to what actually is going on. I thought that maybe he was going to do this and disallow my bishop to come here and maybe set this up. I don't know. He didn't have enough time, basically, right? So I bring my knight over. He brings his bishop over, which is the best move. I bring my bishop over. I think backing my... attacking the queen this way is the best move. Interesting, because the queen can't go to any square here. Can't go here. I guess it could go there. So... can't go there. Can't go there. So, interesting. It only has a few squares it can go to. It can also obviously take, but I don't know what the follow-up is there. Let's see. Just getting the queen out the way, taking over on this side of the board. Pressure on this. We're ready to get developed. We could even do something like that. I like it. So yeah, I didn't see all that, obviously. I was more like, let's attack the bishop. My alternate plan was obviously just moving the queen, but ultimately I was worried about this pawn. I was thinking about maybe c1, but I just thought that was maybe not a good move. So this seemed like it was a good idea. I traded the knight. He takes, I took, and he was like, oh, I miscalculated here. I mean, it's not bad, because if you take, I still lose defense of this, and you get it back. I mean, I do win the tempos on you. Your queen is kind of in a rough situation at that point. I think taking this pawn just anyways is usually not the best idea, but my king's not castled, and I don't really have a lot going on over here now. I don't have the knight either, so I took, he took, I took, then he took here, which is a weird move. I took back, which I didn't think that was the best move. Taking back like that is actually just allowing this check. I don't think I would have played that ever. I didn't mind that this happened though. I thought attack the queen. He takes another pawn. I actually just attack the queen. He goes back. Not the best move. I did find the best move. I had a few things that I wanted to play here. I mean, I thought I could actually play this again, but yeah, I think I can. I think this worked. I think that I could have also taken with the queen. But I think this is just more forcing for sure. I also could have just maybe said, all right, and developed and left this kind of, because he still has a move. I guess this stops all of it, right? So it was good that I did that. He didn't want to play anymore. So he played like a 1500. I would have definitely not resigned at this point. My king's not castled. Your king's not castled. You're one move from it. I'm one move from it. And it's even material. So, okay, you have to move your queen again. But I guess what he was worried about was he has to move the queen, and then I can literally move my rook anywhere, and except for here, and win his rook, maybe, was his qualm in this position. I mean, I would have played on. There's plenty of play. It says I'm up 1.3, but it says I played like an 1800. He played like a 1500. My opening was 97% accuracy, and I played 95% accuracy in the middle of the game, which is, I guess we're in the middle of the game because some pieces are off the board, but it only took 15 moves. So, fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.